everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. So today we are talking all about the top fragrances which I believe every woman needs in her collection. So this was a tag video created by the wonderful Queen Cans here on YouTube, and what she actually did is she has sort of subdivided this topic into different categories, which I thought was a really good idea. So the categories which I'm going to be covering today is a classy fragrance, a sexy fragrance, a casual everyday kind of fragrance, a pretty girly fragrance for brunch, a cuddle time intimate sort of fragrance, and a unique fragrance. So I'm actually really excited to be doing this video. It's the sort of thing I've been wanting to do for a while, and I kind of struggled with this topic, I suppose, because initially I was going to do the top 5 fragrances that every woman needs in her collection, but then when I discovered this tag video I thought it would be a lot more fun, you know, discussing it in terms of the different sort of categories. So before we get started today, grab yourself a drink and a snack and get comfy. I have my peppermint tea, my beloved peppermint tea today. Comment below your drink of choice. I'm absolutely obsessed with peppermint tea these days. It's so good. And let's get started with today's video. Okay, so the first category is a classy fragrance. Now I decided to choose 2 perfumes for this one category. I have an affordable option and a more expensive option. For my affordable option, I have Sofia by Sofia Vergara. Now this fragrance actually amazes me, you guys, you have no idea. So I'm quite picky, I suppose, with the quality of a perfume. If it smells cheap and things like that, chances are I'm not really going to be interested in it. I don't like cheap, like, you know, like the cheap smelling fragrances. This one does not smell cheap. I would say at the absolute least this smells designer quality to me. This is incredible. Even though this is sort of classed as a celebrity scent, upon the first spray you do not get that alcohol kind of smell. It is just, oh my goodness, it is so beautiful. And the thing is, many have compared this to Coco Mademoiselle, and I would agree that there are similarities between the two, and I have to say that I 100% prefer this fragrance here. I actually am not a big fan of Coco Mademoiselle, as you may have seen if you watched my video about perfumes I don't like. I adore this fragrance. I think it's incredible for the price point. I actually think this is one of the best fragrances you can possibly get for this price. Seriously, it is incredible. And of course it is very classy. I think this is an extremely classy fragrance. It does give off that similar feeling that the Coco Mademoiselle gives off, which is a very bright, feminine, clean, crisp, juicy, on the ball, feminine, beautiful kind of scent, you guys. This is perfect for every day. This is perfect for work. This is perfect for a formal occasion. If you just always want to smell very like feminine, very put together, very on the ball, that kind of thing, you have to give this fragrance a try. It is just so good. This is without a doubt a very classy fragrance in the same way that Coco Mademoiselle is very classy. But I think this is better, as I keep saying. This to me is the better version of Coco Mademoiselle. It's just my own personal opinion. I know many would perhaps disagree with me on that one, but I do truly think, like, for me, I would much rather have this one in my collection than the original Coco Mademoiselle. I think this one is better. So 100%, if you were looking for an affordable, very classy, elegant fragrance, give this one a try. So my second choice for this classy category of fragrances is Delina Exclusive. Now this is not a very affordable option, but it is very beautiful, and to me it's kind of like a masterpiece fragrance. So this is it here, absolutely breathtakingly beautiful, as you can see. From the packaging right down to the smell itself, it is just absolutely spellbinding, you guys. It is truly stunning, and of course it is very classy. This to me is actually kind of reserved for more special occasions. I was thinking, oh, I need to wear it more often and things like that. Like, I'm just trying to enjoy my fragrances no matter what the occasion, really. But even with that mindset, I still don't really reach for this one that often, just because it does smell so incredibly dressy to me. This is the kind of fragrance I would reserve for a wedding, whether it was my own wedding, like if that ever happens, or if it was someone else's wedding, or afternoon tea, going out somewhere nice, like a black tie event, anything like that, this would be the kind of fragrance I would choose. It definitely has that wow factor about it. For the kind of dressy occasion that I'm describing, I think you would tend to veer towards a wow factor fragrance, and this is that without a doubt. It is truly stunning. It kind of does it all. So it's a little bit fresh, it's a little bit fruity, it's a tiny bit gourmand, it's rosy, it's woody, it's powdery, but it's bright and sweet and girly, and everything is just so stunning and incredibly classy indeed. So that's Parfum de Marly de Lina Exclusive. So my next category here is a sexy fragrance that every woman needs. So there were a few that I could have mentioned. There's a few in my collection which I believe to be fairly alluring, seductive kind of scents, but the one that I've chosen for that category today is this fragrance right here. So this is Scandal by Night by Jean Paul Gaultier. Now this fragrance is just obnoxiously seductive, you guys. It is just ridiculously off the scale. Obnoxious, loud, feminine, alluring, femme fatale. These are all the sort of words that come to mind when I smell this fragrance. It really is quite in your face. It's very unapologetic. It really does not hold back, basically. It's kind of, I think this is definitely a more extreme version of the original. The original one is still a powerhouse fragrance, but this one just has that it's almost something slightly dirty about it, but not in a bad way, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So this fragrance has the honey in it that the original Scandal fragrance has, but this also has a very thick, creamy tuberose note in here. It has cherry, so the tuberose and the cherry are two very prominent additions to this version, which the original Scandal does not have, and I think it makes all the difference. It just takes it up a level again. And it's truly explosive. This fragrance is just, it's explosive, it's unapologetic, it is scandalous, I would say. I think the name fits this fragrance absolutely perfectly because it is a scandalous scent, and again, even the fact that they named this one the By Night version, I think that also suits this scent profile right down to a T, because it's very much an alluring, seductive nighttime fragrance for sure. This is, you wear this if you want to get attention for sure, 100%. I think I'm quite glad that I just stuck to my little 30ml, because although it's a small bottle, this stuff packs a punch and you really don't need to spray an awful lot at all. It is very potent stuff, and I just love it. I love having this little secret weapon, and it's just a really good one, you guys. It is a truly seductive nighttime fragrance. That is Scandal by Night. The next category is a casual, everyday kind of fragrance that every woman needs in their collection, and for this category I have chosen La Rive in Woman Red. So this is a dupe fragrance. This is a dupe for Armani Si Passion, so obviously this one or Armani Si Passion could apply because this will smell exactly like Si Passion. But in my case, this is the one that I own. I do not actually own the original Si Passion. This is the fragrance that I own, and I'm quite happy with this one. So this is La Rive in Woman Red. Very beautiful, sweet, clean shampoo scent. This is truly a beautiful, it smells like a sweet, luxurious shampoo. Well, I don't know if it smells like a luxurious shampoo. I would maybe say, you know, like herbal essences, like a really nice shampoo, freshly cleaned hair, like scented hair, that kind of thing. That's what this fragrance reminds me of, and it's just the perfect everyday scent. I remember so many times when I was in a rush to get out the door to go to work, and if I didn't know what to wear, I would just really quickly grab this, spray all over, and I'm good to go. Like, it's just the perfect, pleasant, everyday, inoffensive kind of smell that truly you could wear this anywhere, and I do think it's such a good one to have in your collection. So whether you were to get this one from La Rive, or maybe you would decide to get the Armani Si Passion, like the original one, either way, I mean, to be fair, I've never actually tried the original Armani Si Passion, but this is a dupe, so I'm assuming they both smell the same. This is a really good fragrance though. This was extremely affordable. So this was around about the £12–13 mark, and it's really, really good. The lasting power is good. The quality of the scent, it doesn't smell cheap to me. It's just a beautiful kind of slightly soapy, sweet, clean, feminine fragrance. And it's that perfect staple everyday kind of scent that you really cannot go wrong with. I would highly recommend this one. Of course you may prefer to get the original Armani Si Passion, but the thing is I've actually heard that that fragrance has like poor longevity and things like that. I mean, I can't say for sure because I've not tried it, but I've heard mixed reviews of Si Passion. So if you don't want to risk splashing out on that fragrance, but you still want to smell this scent, then I would really recommend picking this one up. You can get this so cheaply. I ordered this from Fragrance X, so you can get it on there for like literally £13 or something like that, and this is a 90ml bottle, so I would highly recommend this fragrance to have in your collection. You just cannot go wrong with it. It's really good. So that is La Rive in Woman Red. The next category is a pretty girly kind of fragrance that you could wear to brunch, and for that category I have chosen Giorgio Armani Si Fiori. So this fragrance is truly the embodiment of a super girly, pretty, sweet, everyday kind of fragrance that I definitely think this would be a lovely one to wear to brunch or just out for a coffee. This fragrance is so beautiful. It is really stunning. It's slightly powdery, it's creamy, it's thick. This has neroli in here, it has rose, it has vanilla, and there's a very prominent kind of blackcurrant, like a juicy blackcurrant accord. I would say if you enjoy quite strong vanilla scents and you enjoy like berry, fruity kind of fragrances, this is kind of a combination of those two scents basically. And it's absolutely stunning, you guys. Like, it's truly beautiful. I've been wearing this one a lot recently. I think this is going to end up reminding me of springtime because on a lot of my springtime walks, this is the fragrance that I've chosen for those kind of situations. It's kind of spring in a bottle really. It's really sweet. The only thing I'll say about this one is if it was any sweeter, it would be too sweet. It's right on that cusp, if you know what I mean. If it was any sweeter than it is, then I don't think I could bear it. But I do love it the way it is. Like, it's almost too sweet, but it's not, if you know what I mean. It's beautiful. I love this one. Lasting power is very good. It's overall quite a soft scent, but I think that is the intention of the fragrance. This is not supposed to be like a loud, obnoxious, in your face kind of fragrance at all. It's a very soft, feminine, floral, rosy, kind of creamy, almost slightly skin-like. Oh, it's just beautiful. If you're looking for a really nice, sweet, girly, feminine, vanillic, fruity, very girly kind of fragrance, definitely check this one out. It's just so beautiful. It's a mood lifter as well. Something about it just kind of lifts your mood. It makes me feel quite happy whenever I wear it, and it's just absolutely wonderful. So that is Si Fiori, my pick for a pretty girly fragrance for brunch. The next category is a fragrance for cuddling or intimate occasions. So the fragrance I've chosen for this category is Narciso Poudre. I mentioned this one a lot on my channel. It's kind of a favourite. I really cannot go wrong with this one. It's very kind of musky, woody, powdery. There's some rose in here. It's quite a dry, woody, natural smelling fragrance. It kind of oozes natural feminine charm, that kind of thing. It's just really beautiful. I think there's something almost slightly skin-like about this. Just quite natural, something natural about the smell, which I think lends itself very nicely to intimate sort of occasions. Maybe if you're cuddling with somebody, the smell, it's not synthetic or anything like that. It's definitely got that natural sort of feeling about it. It's not too sweet either. It's a very nice, subtle level of sweetness. Very inoffensive, like I say, and extremely feminine. So I just think all of those factors combined makes this a really perfect fragrance for cuddling up to somebody. It's also very versatile, so I think it's quite nice from that point of view. Yes, it would be perfect for an intimate situation, but at the same time it would be good for everyday wear, maybe even if you were going to work. In fact, yes, in my opinion, this would be a great fragrance for work, for every day, or any situation really, but particularly if you're going to be in close proximity to somebody else, I think you really cannot go far wrong with this one. It's kind of a collection staple in my opinion. I love having this one in my collection. It's just so versatile, and as you may know, I love versatile fragrances. I love being able to just reach for a fragrance without having to think much about it, just to throw on for any kind of situation. But certainly without a doubt, I mean, for cuddling or anything like that, this is a perfect fragrance, just for all the reasons that I mentioned. It's got that very natural sort of smell about it. It almost smells like natural ingredients rather than anything synthetic. It's just so unique. This is just such a great fragrance. I've never smelled this before in any kind of scent. This is very innovative to me anyway. This is quite a unique scent profile. I think this is the kind of smell that would just kind of blend seamlessly into your own natural smell as well, if that makes any sense. Just because it does definitely have that natural quality to it, and the fact that it has quite a lot of musk in here. I think, you know, musk is a note that could probably sort of seamlessly blend into your own natural pheromones and your own natural smell and things like that. So that is my choice for a intimate cuddling kind of fragrance, Narciso Poudre. The last category today is a unique fragrance that every woman needs in her collection, and this is a fragrance which I think every woman should try, but I don't know if it's a fragrance that every woman would need, because I've heard that you either love it or hate it, but you should definitely give it a try. And if you love it, then fantastic, but you might not love it just because it's quite a strange fragrance, and that perfume is Mugler Aura. So this fragrance, it was very daring, I think, to create a fragrance like this, because I can really understand how if you're creating a perfume, you're going to want to make it as mass-pleasing as possible to a certain extent. I can understand why companies would try and do that, because they're trying to sell a product at the end of the day. But what they've done with this fragrance is they've truly taken a big risk, in my opinion. This is really something which could have completely failed, I think, but I think because it's so unique and daring and things like that, I think that's part of why this fragrance is so successful. So this is actually kind of a vanillic woody fragrance, but it is the most unique, unusual woody vanilla fragrance I've ever tried. So this has a mintiness, it has a kind of medicinal quality about it, it has oh, it's just so unusual, you guys. If you've ever tried this fragrance, you'll know what I mean, but it's so beautiful because it's very womanly, in my opinion, because it has those beautiful woody notes, it has that very rich vanillic note in there, but it's offset by those green accords. There's rhubarb leaf in here, I think, there's the minty accord, and it overall comes together very, very well and creates this utterly unique, beautiful scent profile. The marketing behind this is very, very strong. I loved the advert for this fragrance, like the beautiful goddess woman in the jungle, the name of the scent, Aura, the actual way that it smells, and the way that they made the bottle look. In my opinion, they all come together seamlessly, and it's a very, very strong image, and it's something that I just absolutely love. It's very inspiring. Like, the concept behind this fragrance is quite inspiring, I think. So yeah, this is a fragrance that I think every woman should try, but it's not one that I think every woman would like. So just proceed with caution. But if you do like it, I think it's really worth having in your collection because it is quite unique. Chances are you're not going to smell like the next woman beside you when you're out and about. I don't think very many people would wear this. Like, I've never smelled this on anyone else before. And it's an absolutely stunning creation, in my opinion. So that is the beautiful Mugler Aura. So there we have it, you guys. Those are my top fragrances which I believe every woman needs in her collection. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. I'm going to leave a link in the description bar to the original video created by Queen Cans. It's a really fantastic video and I think that this idea was brilliant. I had a lot of fun making this video today and I really hope that you enjoyed it. As ever, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you coming back to my channel week after week. It really makes my day hearing from you guys. Take care and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!